of A Year in Miracles. Today we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson 210 already. I can't believe this year is going so fast. So today is another review with the common theme again of I am not a body, I am free. For I am still as God created me. And it's a review of workbook lesson 190, which says, I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Pain is my own idea. It is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from Him and from His will. His will is joy, and only joy for His beloved Son. And that I choose instead of what I made. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. And sometimes when we think about pain, we think, I didn't choose this, right? Why would I choose pain? That doesn't make any sense. And it all goes back to understanding what you are and who you are. And we were never told what we were and who we were when we were younger, right? We were a product of our early domestication experience. And most of our parents didn't know who they were or what they were. When we talk about the Son of God, when we talk about we are part of the mind of God, most of us weren't told that when we were younger. So we learned from the people around us. And part of that experience included pain, right? So we accepted that as part of a natural occurring experience in our world. But when you really take a look at your power and you understand your power and you understand when you connect to that source of love of God that is you, that pain is not a part of that experience. Pain is not a part of that joyful experience that we are here to explore and to share, right? So, this is a tricky subject because I know there are a lot of people who are experiencing pain, and they struggle with that on a daily basis, how to get out of that pain. And the tough part is when you're in that experience of pain, it is hard to get out of it, right? It's hard to get away. And that pain can be emotional, it can be physical, but it always starts with the thought of fear, because there are only two thoughts, love or fear. And fear is that starting point of pain, right? So if you are in that place of experiencing pain, try to imagine yourself as love. And sometimes it's hard to break away from that, right? I know when I was experiencing my dark nights of depression, right? That, oh my gosh, they seem to last forever. And I would just wake up with this heaviness. And I couldn't just think of love at that moment, right? I was so engrossed in that pain and that emotion of depression. I needed help. And part of the early lessons in A Course in Miracles says that a miracle is offered as a temporary gift from someone who is experiencing more temporarily than somebody else, right? And someone came into my life who was experiencing more, right? They were experiencing themselves as abundant, and I was experiencing myself in a place of scarcity and lack. And they had more at that moment to offer me. And they reached down in this hole that I was with, and they kind of started lifting me up by just offering that love to me and shining that light into that dark hole that I had put myself into. And slowly I came out of it, right? Because my whole mind and body was experiencing the heaviness and the pain of depression. So if you are in that place of experiencing pain or depression, light a candle. Make yourself think of 3 things you're grateful for before you get out of bed. These are little tools that I've learned over the years that are great to have in your toolbox. Whatever you can do to shift yourself from that experience of fear to love will start taking you out of that place of pain, right? So there's things like that you can do. You can amp up on some vitamins, which, can make the body feel better, right? And then maybe the mind will say, oh, okay, this is how it feels to feel good and feel better. Go outside and get some sunshine. That's something that is really helpful, especially coming from a place where I was living, where there's a real lack of sunshine. So that didn't help my feeling of depression. So get outside and get a good dose of sunshine and feel that pain lifting off of yourself for that moment. So if you're in a place where you're experiencing abundance, see if you can find someone that maybe could use some of that today. Help them, reach your hand down there and lift them up out of that hole. You know who they are. You can see it in their face. You can feel it in their energetic field when you walk by them. You probably have that person in mind right now. Pick up the phone and call them if they're too far away. Or just, see if you can somehow lift them up out of that place of fear and bring a little bit of light into their life today, right? And see how that works for you. Because today's review lesson is lesson 190. I choose the joy of love instead of pain, the joy of God instead of pain. See how that works out for you today. See if you can share it if you are have an abundance of love that you can share. And if you're in that place of pain, maybe reach out to a friend and ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I know I was one of those people that can do it myself, I don't need anybody's help. And sometimes you do. Sometimes you need somebody's help. So pick up the phone, text somebody to say, you know what, I need a little sunshine in my life today. Do you think you could come over and shine a little light in that place of my heart today that's not feeling like it's in the light? So that's our lesson today. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. Remember who you are. And it's great to see everybody joining this morning. Nice to see you all here on the live feed this morning. Hey, Terry, good to see you here. Good morning, Francine. Good morning, Carl. Hey, Greg, great to see you. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Colette. Blessings to everyone, right, Greg? Thank you so much for sharing that. Hi, Pam. Good to see you here this morning. Good morning, Tom. Great to see you here. Hey, Guy. Good to see you here this morning. I am free. I know. Freedom is such a great feeling, isn't it, Pam? I love that feeling of just knowing that you're free, always. Good morning, Lori. Nice to see you here this morning. Hi, honey. Pain is a powerful portal. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes it is, because when you're in that place of experiencing pain, it really pushes you, right? Pushes you to say, I am not doing this anymore. Pushes you to choose something else and realize that there is another choice. Good morning, Walter. Nice to see you here this morning. Hi, Vera. Good to see you. Abundance and love. That's right. Good morning, Bill. Good to see you here this morning. Oh, you're doing the Chopra and Oprah meditation series. I know, me too. I love it. Don't you, Vera? Lifting up ourselves and lifting up others. It's just an amazing meditation series. So wonderful to see you all here on this Monday morning. Always a great opportunity to share your light with people on a Monday morning, right? So go do that thing today and explore this lesson of pain and ask yourself, am I choosing the joy of God today instead of pain? And if you're not, try it out. See if it works for you today. And I love to hear what's coming up for you guys, so feel free to post any feedback or comments here on the live feed, or jump over to the private Facebook group and post in there, because I'd love to see how this lesson is showing up for you today. And I will be back tomorrow morning with our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. Until then, happy Monday, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for joining. All right, bye-bye.